مدارس الطالب الذكي، القرآن حياتنا، نحو جيل إسلامي أمثل.
In the name of Allah, dear my smart students, how are you? I hope you are all well. Today, a new lesson in our Unit 8, A Point of View. Unit 8, Lesson 5. Open your student book, page 83. We are going to listen to, read, and understand conversation about a new building, and also to understand and practice correct use of modal verbs plus passive. Activity 1. And pay attention again. Open your student book on page 83. Listen and follow in your book, please.
Unit 8, page 83. Grammar in use. Activity 1.
Are you ready? Have you got the picture, Holly? Okay, off you go.
Today, we're at Greenfields Park in the centre of town.
As you can see, it's a vast green space, but soon it may look very different.
Yes, in 6 months' time, this beautiful park may be lost forever.
It might become a noisy, dirty building site.
This is where the council wants to build our new town library.
And what a library it is.
You must hold up the picture, Holly.
Oh yes, sorry.
The library will be built mainly of glass and steel.
We certainly need a new library, but not everyone in the town is happy with this location or the proposed design.
Some people feel that such a modern building should not be built next to the traditional stone buildings in the centre of town.
Others say that we ought not to build on the precious open spaces in our town.
So, will Hampton get its new library? It might.
Or it might not.
Great! That was brilliant. Well done.
Now, my smart students, after finish listening to such text, have you concentrated on these words in bold? May, look. May be lost. Can, see. Might become. Must, hold up. Ought not to build. Should not. Might. What we call such words? Must, might, may, should. What we call them? Do you know? Today our lesson, Grammar in Use, will concentrate on such words. Let's see what we call these words. Yes, we call these words modal verbs. We call them modal verbs. Of course, each word of this has a special use. Let's know more about their uses. Let's start with the word may. Here, may as a modal verb, it expresses what? Possibility and permission. We use may in the sentence to express what? Possibility and permission. For possibility like this, it may rain this afternoon. Also another one, may I bring a friend to the party? Here for permission and here for possibility, and we use may for this possibility and for permission. Might, another word of the modal verb, we use it as for possibility. Possibility, yes, we might go to America next year. And also can, it expresses what? Ability and permission. Jane can sing beautifully. This expresses what? Ability, yes. You can stay up to watch the film. This is a kind of permission. Could. express ability, but in the past. In the past. He could speak English fluently since he was young. And also we use could as a preposition sentence in this. Could I borrow your story? Should. For obligation, you should sleep early. Ought to, for also obligation, he ought to study hard. Must, also for obligation, we must always be polite. And must, it's not only for obligation, it's also for necessity. You must get to the airport by 10 o'clock. Here, these three words, the last three words from modal verbs, should, ought to, must, we use three of them for obligation and only must for obligation and necessity. Let's know how to use the modal verbs. In affirmative sentence, it will be started with subject, next modal verb, next verb in infinitive, like this. It might rain. Also, we use modal verbs for negative. It will start with subject, modal verb, and we will put not in negative after directly modal verb plus infinitive. She could not swim. For integrative, modal verb plus subject plus verb in infinitive. Must we take a rest? We will start the sentence with the modal verb. For short answers, we are going to answer with yes or no. Yes plus the subject plus modal verb, like this. Yes, we can. If we are going to answer with no, it will be followed by subject, modal verb plus not, like this. No, they mustn't. For the passive form of the sentence with the modal verb, we are going to, of course, we start our passive sentence with the object plus modal verb plus be plus past participle, like this. A bridge should be built. Here, the object, a bridge, and it's followed by the modal verb. And of course, after the modal verb in passive form, we add be, then past participle of the verb. That tree ought to be cut down. More examples for using modal verbs. It might rain. He can speak English, express ability. You ought to leave. Here, express what? Yes, that's right, obligation. She could not swim. Yes, express what? Ability. Yes, it's express ability, but in the past. Must we take a test? This is a kind of questions, and of course in the question we start with the modal verb. If we answer with yes, it will be yes, we must. If we are going to answer with no, it will be no, we mustn't. A bridge should be built. Here a passive form. That tree ought to be cut down. Here express also the passive. Activity 3. Open your student book. We still on page 83 as we said before. And be with me here for activity 3. Greenfields Park disappear. We are going to make a question, then we are going to answer with the word between here brackets. Will Greenfields Park disappear? Here I am going to put will in front of the here at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, in front of the subject. Then we are going to answer, yes, it might be lost forever. Here the talents open spaces, be destroyed. How can we make the questions? It will start with will. Then you are going to write the rest of the sentence where the talents open spaces be destroyed. Then you are going the answer with may, here the word between brackets. Yes, the talents open spaces may be destroyed. For homework, you are going to do the rest on your own of activity 3, number 4, 5, 6. Activity 4 on page 83. Read and make sentences. Use the verbs in brackets. Your friend has difficulty in reading the words on the blackboard. What advice do you give him? Shouldn't, ought to. You are going to put each word in the sentence like this. You give him advice to your friend who has difficulty reading the words on the blackboard. You shouldn't sit at the back, and also you ought to sit in front of the board directly. We make two sentences using one with shouldn't and the other with ought to. For homework in activity 4, you are going to do number 2, 3, 4, 5. Here I collected the homework for you. Activity 2 you will do on your own. It's a questions about the passage and you are going to read it once again and answer the questions on your own. In activity 3 we do 1 and 2 other examples and you are going to do 4, 5, 6, 7 on your own. Activity 4 you are going to do 2, 3, 4, 5 on your own. This is the end of my lesson. Thank you, my smart students. And at last, my advice to you, early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise.